Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to a Punched Out Thursday to Die For with Kathy, Krista, myself, Dorothy, Rebecca, and Sonia. Plus, it's also Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, round 7. And if you'd like to see the sketches and layouts on Instagram, it's hashtag 30DSCBL7. And this is a sketch we'll be using today. And I'll be using the circle, the photo, the feathers. Oh, and I forgot to put something in the upper right-hand corner. That is so hard to believe. It does have a sunburst on the sketch, so I'm going to be using that Heidi Swap 12 by 12 sunburst. But if I'd had a 6 by 6, I might have used it. I cut my circle out first in chipboard and then in the shallow cardstock because this is a picture of my granddaughter, and I've scrapped a couple of pages from that play, but this one she had sent me from backstage as soon as they got her makeup done, and her eyes are all yellow, and of course her outfit's yellow because she is overstock. Yeah, you probably never heard of overstock. It was a Charlie Brown play, and I guess Woodstock's whole family were there because she was Overstock and the others had names similar to that. So there was a bunch of yellow on that stage, and there's going to be a bunch of yellow on my layout. I'm spraying the Mr. Huey's Taxi on here. I didn't spray enough to cover the whole thing, just about sort of the amount that I wanted. And I'm going to use my gelatos and use mostly yellow to go on that rectangular piece, and then that little square is going to be one of the photo mats and a doily. And the doily is going to go in the center of that circle. A double layer of doilies. I glued 2 together because I wanted to make sure it was sturdy enough. And the colors that I'm using besides yellow is a pink and then the aqua one. And I did put gesso on the bigger piece. I didn't put it on the doily, nor the one that went behind the picture, mostly because I wanted to make sure my picture stuck. And I wasn't sure about putting it on the doily. So I thought, well, I've done it on a doily before, so it'll probably be all right without the gesso, because I forgot when I did it before. And although I had a plan to do all the yellow first, then all the pink, and then all the aqua, I did all the yellow, and then I did the pink on the rectangular one and went straight to the aqua. So I had to go back and fix that, but I cut that part out so y'all wouldn't have to watch me go back and do it again. But yeah, I went ahead and added them. Well, it don't look like I cut it out after all. Sorry, I had the plan. And this is the die set that I was showing is Spellbinders. It's called Inspire. I guess it's a brand of Spellbinders. But it only has 2 feathers instead of like 3, which I'd rather it had 3, but I repeated it and I flipped them. And flipping them's not a good idea when you painted them. All those little grooves that has cut out of your plates. Ah, I embossed too, and when I did the embossing, yeah, some of that stuff got in there. So I had to take the pick and pick it all off because all it was paper. But I didn't want those little black, and it seems like all I cut out ever was black, and take it off of there. But the embossing stayed. I pulled the center of my chipboard back over, and I put a little bit of removable adhesive behind the doily because I was trying to get it centered in the ring, and I thought maybe that would help. It was a nuisance. It won't help. Don't watch this part of the video if you ever plan on making a dream catcher. I looked on Google for dream catchers, and because I thought it's got to have a pattern or something, surely. And then I seen the doily. I thought, oh, that would be easier to do. And I like the doily anyway. They had crocheted doilies on the ones on Google, but mine, of course, is paper. So I did the north, south, east, and west first, and then I filled in. However, if I was to do this again, I thought of this maybe halfway through it. I would have tied a knot at the doily. I wouldn't have used glue probably at all. Tied a knot at the doily, turned around and tied a knot on the inside of the ring, and then tied a knot on the outside and let it hang or glue it to the back, use glue for that part. But I wouldn't have used near as much glue as I did the way I ended up doing it. But I had to keep it looking the same, so I had to keep doing it. I did leave 6 strings hanging to hang my feathers on. So I've got the ring. Of course, the ring on the sketch looks like stitches and maybe 3 or 4 circles of it. And I've got the feathers, and they only had 2, and I've got 6 because, I always like more anyway. Of course, the photo, the starburst, so that's quite a few things. And I think it had stars, and I planned on putting sprinkles of my taxi. I thought about doing it to begin with, but I like it to go on my embellishments and stuff. Have a little on there, so you can tell it was the last thing I did. But I forgot. But imagine sprinkles on there because I will be going back and putting them on there. Just so y'all know, because I like sprinkles. At first, I thought I would put just liquid glue on the back of the dream catcher and put it straight down on the page. But then I thought, I think I want a little more dimension than that. So I'm adding foam tape, and I'm tearing the release paper off both sides so that it'll go around the circle better. And I'm also going to put foam tape underneath the feathers just to give them a little more dimension too. To make them look like they're blowing in the wind. And I'm also leaving the strings hanging on them because I like the strings hanging on them. So yeah, but I would go to a YouTube video, which I cannot believe I did not think of doing, and see how to do a dream catcher the right way. But yeah, I thought a dream catcher would work really good with this since, she's been in 4 plays now, I think. I think it's 4. And this, she really enjoys it. And she's historian along with other stuff this time, so she got to take pictures. But she likes taking them anyway. She's a historian for the whole year this year, besides doing the plays. But while I'm putting down the odds and ends, like sequins, those flowers, I'm going to put Nuval drops on the flowers. I'm going to mention that down there below is links to everybody that's doing the Punched Out Thursday to Die For. And you can see what they used as far as punches and dies went. And I used 1 punch and 3 dies, plus my Creative Memory circle cutter. And also down there will be, no, I used 4 dies. I forgot about that one. There will also be Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. There will be a link to her Facebook group. There will be the hashtag 30DSCBL7 for Instagram. Plus all the links for the gals that are doing it on Instagram and all the links for the gals doing it on YouTube. So yeah, there's lots of inspiration and lots of links down there. And if you want to use the same sketch and make a layout, you can post it either on Instagram or in the Facebook group. So you have 2 options there. Of course, you can make a video too. But yeah, I think that's about it for my layout. So one more thing to add. And my Nuval drops did really good, considering I did put my hand in one. But the rest look great. They rounded out and everything. So yeah, I'm happy. And yeah, see her makeup, isn't it cute? I mean, it glittered too, but it's not showing up in the photo. She might have been sitting down when she got that photo taken because she is looking up, but she is the shortest person in the group all the time anyway, so it could be she's standing up. But that's it. That's my layout. If you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. Well, I must have put my hand in that after I took the photos because that's the one that's messed up. And it looks great in the photos. But yeah, I hope y'all have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.